Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and this time we are going to talk about the match of Atletico Madrid versus Real Sociedad La Real at our home ground Metropolitano. And this is not a match of Atletico, this was a Sørloth masterclass. And you know what, you might be thinking, man, my consistency can be beaten at this point of time, me making regular videos. So, in the name of this celebration, for me being consistent, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, please. Okay. So now let's just get into this video, man. Oh, this match of Atletico Madrid versus Sociedad. I mean, man, you see, previous video I criticized Atletico's performance a lot, which they did deserve, and as expected, they came back bouncing in this match, and the bounce was too big, man. It was so big. I mean, like, I had predicted that in the next match or the next match after that, we're gonna play a really good game and we're gonna dominate and all those things, and we'll be like, our team is back, and that's exactly what happened in this match. And yeah, we won 4-0, and we scored the 4 goals in the first 30 minutes, with the Sørloth scoring a hat trick in around like in the first 12 minutes, which is pretty crazy. And in terms of the span of that hat trick, it is the fastest hat trick in LaLiga's history. He broke a record of another player from who scored it around in the 90s. Great to hear that. And see, like, if any of you were there who would have seen my early videos, I know the amount is low, but and it is really low. You must have heard, like, I had said that I believe in Sørloth, and I've seen him play for Villarreal in previous season, and he blooms. He peaks later in the later stages of the season, which he did in this season as well. After the initial part of the season, he started playing good. As a substitute, as a super sub. Now, and exactly like this season, in the previous season, also in the later matches, in the matches, between the match game, like the match weeks of 34 to 38, he scored the 4 goals against Real Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu, and he did the same now here in Sociedad, again in Madrid, in the city of Madrid. Between the late games, he scores 4 goals. I mean, this has now become a pattern. But I mean, it was crazy, and the kind of finishes he did. The man was doing stepovers, the man was doing everything. He was bullying the Sociedad defenders with his physique and everything, towering physique. He just became R9 for a moment in the match. That is pretty crazy, and I'm so happy to see that. It was nice to see us dominate a team properly in the first half, specifically because in the second half, Sociedad did came a bit better, and there was more intensity and will in them in terms of playing. So, and our team, after we benched Sørloth and Barrios and Lino and Simeone, Cholito, after that the players that came in, Greizmann, Lema, these time another, like, we were giving game time to a player like Thomas Lema, which is good. I think he's gonna leave most probably, because he would want to play more games, and his time at Atletico has extended a lot. I think he should go. At any fees which we'll get, it's more than enough. And if we are really going to talk about Thomas Lema, I think a place that is probably the most suitable currently for him, I think, is in Liga is Paris FC. They have been promoted from League 2 to Liga, and they are, with their recent investment and all, even in spite of this investment, if they cannot, spend big as hell money, and they have to go more pragmatic approach of, being stable in Liga. So they would need players for the team, and I think he'll be a more than good player for them. So that is a suggestion. I hope this transfer happens. But other than that, let's just get back into the match. See, in the second half, the team wasn't clicking as much as they were in the first half with the new formation. Okay, we have to also talk about this new formation. But first, let's just complete this thing. Because Greizmann and Lema and all the other players that were playing together. Though I was disappointed in the second half because I think, as I said, of not clicking much, the synergy was not matching much, and other than this thing, the team, as I said, I wanted us to score at least one more goal in the second half. So it's Atletico. We went on to warm the bench and be a bit more chill. Simeone didn't care less in the second half. But as you said, I wanted one more goal, and that goal had to be from Greizmann. I expected Greizmann to score at least one goal. It's been so many months since he has scored a goal. And I have to say, man, his form, his confidence has definitely taken a hit after that penalty miss against Leganes in January. 2025 Greizmann isn't something worth noting, and I hate to say this, but it is what it looks like. But yeah, but other than that, a nice match, dominating performance for most of the part, and yeah, some good things. As I said before in the previous match as well, we're gonna come back, and we did in this match. Let's see what we do in the next match because there's nothing to do more in La Liga title race. Though in terms of La Liga title race, we have got the El Clasico in this week, and yeah, let's see how it unravels. It'll be really interesting to see now. And that is all, man, for this video. And all I hope is now Griezmann to score two more goals in the next in before the season end, so that he can surpass the 200 goals for in the La Liga, and let's just hope he also scores his 200th goal for us in this season only. Okay, before the La Liga ends. So basically 3 goals.